everyone! Welcome to another episode of Nerders. I'm Rich.
I'm Nick.
Like a dog left on the side of the road, he found his way back home.
Here I am.
And here he is. He's back.
You don't have to just aimlessly wait to hear my name anymore.
I know.
I'm here.
He's back. How you doing?
I told you I'd be back.
Yeah. I
Okay.
kind of hoped otherwise, but here you are.
Jesus. Alright, well, I guess you wanted Christian. You can have him. I'll leave. That's fine. Alright.
Bye. Cool, so I guess I'm doing the show solo. Eventually he's gonna walk back in the chair. Yeah, there we go. Like those bands that are like, we're gonna go off to the side and we're gonna make you cheer for us for our encore. We all know
we're
you're
always going to come back.
You know we're coming back. We're gonna make
you noticed I took the beer.
I did notice.
We have beer.
We do have beer. So we are from the Over a Beer channel. So we're drinking beer today. We are drinking Breck IPA from Breckenridge Brewery. Fine Colorado ales.
The finest of qualities. It's Colorado beer from India.
Mm-hmm.
I did notice. I wanted to point out on the little cap here, they are celebrating 25 years. Happy 25 years, Breckenridge.
Well,
Brewery.
they celebrated it last year, 2015.
Happy 26 years, Breckenridge Brewery. Go rent a car.
Cheers. That's pretty good.
That's an IPA.
Yeah.
That's what it is. No false advertising here. No story. Sometimes these beers have a story about their brewery or something.
Yeah.
So we'll make up a story.
Well, Breckenridge has been around for 25 years.
Yeah.
They don't need no story.
26 years.
26 years.
26 years now. We don't know when. Just the other day was the 26th anniversary of the first Ninja Turtles movie.
It's true.
I like to think that both of these things happened on the same day.
Let's say that.
Somebody saw that movie and was like, "Now I'm going to open a brewery," and they did. And their name was Brecken.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good job. This is the new official Ninja Turtle beer.
Wow. That is...
Celebrating 26 years. Do you have Ninja Turtle handy?
Not right there. We'll fix that on the next episode.
Cool.
Alright, so...
yeah, first day. News as always. We're going to do news a little bit differently this week.
Oh, yeah.
Changing things up.
What the hell are you talking about? Yep,
we discussed this. We've heard some of you out there. Not everybody is interested in games. Who's interested in movies? Some people are, like both. Some people like one or the other. So we're going to start doing 2 news segments. One specifically for movies and one specifically for games going forward. So now you can just pick the one that you want to see.
Or watch both.
Or watch both.
Or if you don't have an interest in one or the other, just start watching one of them. We still get the view. You're helping us out.
Well, let us know if there's another pop culture news you want us to cover, and we can look into doing another news segment.
I found out earlier today that Kevin Smith has a podcast just about Frasier.
Does he really?
So if you
want Frasier news,
go to that. But we'll do something else.
Yeah, if you want,
that Daphne was up to shenanigans again.
Can do a show about the dog. Do a news segment just about it's probably dead.
I could do a John Mahoney. What was his name? Mahoney? I don't know. I didn't watch that show.
I watched a little bit of it. We could do a David Hyde Pierce news show. What he's up to.
The Hyde Times of David Hyde.
Woo! It's happening next week. So movie news. This week you're going to do our movie news. So what do you got for us? What are the hot off the presses?
All right. Well,
hot off your notebook scoops.
I gotta say, I got my Batman notebook here.
You do.
We did a big BDS discussion.
You guys can go.
Episodes.
That's up now. You guys can go watch that.
Essentially, all of the news since the last time I thought you might have done news is BVS kind of related.
Oh, okay, wow.
So we're just going to keep going with that. It's not all about that movie, but it's all kind of related.
That's all the movie news that's happened?
Kind of. Was there something big? We'll see afterwards.
We'll see afterwards. I may have one other thing.
Alright, you might have one other. So, first thing, not necessarily, but potentially related to that movie and that DC film franchise. DC has revealed, I hope you guys didn't talk about this last week, that in just a couple weeks, we're going to find out the Joker's true identity.
We're not talking about that.
They're going to reveal who he is.
Okay.
In the comics, in Justice League issue 50, we will know who the Joker is. So my question to you is, first, should we know? And second, who the hell do you think it is?
Now, to be clear, we're talking about original Joker, quote unquote, not like Jason Todd Joker.
The Joker.
The Joker. I don't think we need to know who he is. As far as who it is, I have no idea because I don't keep up with the comics. So you would...
Well, I have no idea either. But basically, the way that we're going to find out, I'll set it up.
Okay.
A few issues back in Justice League issue 42, Batman sat in a chair of, like, knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And he asked the chair, who killed my parents? And it says Joe Chill, which is pretty canon. But some others had different interpretations. And then he asked who is the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
And then it tells him, but you didn't hear it.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks shocked. And he's like, it can't be. And now we're going to find out the answer. So it has to be somebody, like, it's got to be somebody that means something. It wouldn't just be like, his name is Robert Perez.
His name was Robert Paulson.
Yes.
His name was Robert Paulson.
It could be, right?
Could be.
It could be.
Could be Rob Paulson.
Well, that'd be odd. He might voice it if they ever make a movie.
Could be,
Actually, he might have voiced the Joker at some, I don't know. At some point.
Oh.
I don't know. I literally have no idea. I'm sure we'll talk back, but
Cool.
I agree with you. We should not find
Yeah,
out
I don't
who the
think you
Joker
need
is.
to know. I think that's part of...
Like, what's it going to be? To mean something, it has to be something, right?
Yeah.
Is it going to be Alfred all along was the Joker
Maybe.
or something? Or is it going to be Jason Todd? Or something weird? Because they're going to try and tie all this shit in.
But we knew that
What we
already.
think
There's
is
already a Joker who's Jason Todd.
Yeah, and Batman Beyond and stuff. But, I mean...
Was that not part of the this current run?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No. Yeah, that's not part of it. That has been done before in, like, the Return of the Joker movie on Batman Beyond. And we think that's maybe what Jared Leto is.
Mm.
But, you know, I don't know. I don't think that's what they're saying when they say that it's the Joker.
Okay.
There has been rumors that the answer was that the chair of all knowledge also didn't know. And that's why Batman's like, that can't be possible. I don't know.
I think that's probably the best.
Maybe.
That's a
then
pretty
they said that
crappy
we're gonna
chair of
find
knowledge.
But they were saying we're going to find out his identity. They didn't say we're going to find out that he doesn't have one. I don't know. Anyway, I thought it was interesting. We'll report back when we find out who it is. Sorry if that's a spoiler when we do. Alright, so some Batman-related BVS stuff. Jesse Eisenberg made some comments just this very day.
Oh, really?
Jesse Eisenberg, who played Lex Luthor, who you liked a lot.
I did.
And who I thought delivered a good performance, but wrong for the movie. Made some comments today that suggested that maybe he won't be in Justice League. Thoughts?
Yeah. I mean...
At least part one.
His story kind of... So, potential spoilers for BVS, so don't listen if you haven't seen it yet. I mean, his story kind of ends there. At the end... I mean, it does and it doesn't. Because we still...
It doesn't.
Yes, it could theoretically continue, but we don't know the bigger arc that DC is trying to do with this.
Have you
Justice
seen
League.
the deleted scene that they released?
I haven't watched it.
Okay. So it's basically near the... It seems like it takes place near the end of the movie when the cops are coming to arrest him, and he's speaking to something that has horns.
Oh,
so
okay.
I don't think it's Darkseid. It wouldn't visually make sense. I doubt it.
Apocalypse? Isn't that one of them?
That's X-Men. Apocalypse. But it might be like a messenger for Darkseid. And clearly this whole thing, it suggests that he has been reporting to Darkseid. Like, for him to put all this into place and get them together, I think it would be weird for him not to be in at least Justice League Part 2.
So yeah, so maybe he'll be there.
Maybe. That could be what it is.
Because if... I don't want to get too far into it, because we talked about it in our Batman v Superman review discussion, where we think Justice League Part 1 is going to kind of... The focus of that will be... Is kind of getting the gang together.
Yeah, the Blues Brothers movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it would be weird if he's not part of it.
Part of it as a whole, I could see him not being in Part
as a
1. I
whole.
could see him being just in Part 2.
It would be weird if that was the only time we saw Lex Luthor. I don't think that would make sense. Alright, to continue on with things that would be unfortunate and weird about these current DC movies that we're currently not too crazy about at all. Apparently Ben Affleck is only contracted for Justice League Part 1 and Part 2. He is not contracted for anything other than those, and not a solo Batman movie.
Really?
So that might not ever actually happen. But also part of the news is he has a script written and finished for a solo Batman movie that he wrote or co-wrote.
So I think it's probably going to happen.
It's probably going to happen, and he's probably going to get paid a lot more to do that.
It's probably like, well, he's going to want to renegotiate, so for right now, this is what his contract's going to be, and when the time comes, no one's going to want... They already know that DC's setting up this universe, or his agents, or whoever. They're not going to want to set this up and then change the Batman actor.
You would think not. It would be a real shame, but in my opinion, the best part of that movie, the only thing that movie really, truly left me wanting was that solo Batman movie. It'd be a real shame if we don't get it.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
I'm sure.
But it's so weird that they didn't already have that in the... Like, you hear about these Marvel actors deals where it's like, alright, 8 movies.
It's because DC doesn't have their shit together.
They really don't, but I don't understand how you don't get that together. That's really weird.
Maybe it was just a money thing, like, hey, we don't want to contract this much if these movies don't make money, and now then you're under contract for... I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't think it's like... I'm pretty sure those type of things, it's like if the sequel doesn't ever happen, you don't get paid. Like, that's why, like, Tron 3 was going to happen, like, a year ago, and it was like all those people, like, all of a sudden we're going to have to come back and make another Tron, whether they wanted to or not. Now it's not happening again. Like, it's just kind of like, whatever. Alright, and last thing with that universe, Suicide Squad. We found out today that Suicide Squad is about to head into some lengthy reshoots that DC is putting, or Warner Brothers is putting, quote, tens of millions of dollars into, because their response was they have taken the feedback from the trailer, the last one with the Bohemian Rhapsody. Apparently that trailer, that was about all of the fun that's in the movie. That was it. Those were like the only jokes. And they saw the response and they want to add more levity to the movie. What I read that as is that's spinning it, and they're seeing the response to BVS being way too serious, and they're going to add some levity to it. That's how I
could see that.
I don't think it's just the response to that trailer. I think it's the response to BVS. That's why it's today that we're finding out about this.
I could see that being a thing. Like being a reason as opposed to...
lengthy, expensive reshoots.
See, what this does is this makes me less excited for Suicide Squad.
See,
because now they're at a point where they're second guess. You know, they had whatever it was, and they're going in there saying, "Crap, maybe we should do it." Like they're clearly not confident in what they're doing, is what it seems like to me.
I think if anything, they're just not confident in the tone of the DC universe right now.
Yeah,
I don't like. Honestly, this could be a bad thing. Reshoots can be a bad thing. They can be a good thing. There's plenty of examples of it being a good thing.
Sure.
For me, the idea of them making that movie more fun, yes, please.
Sure.
I don't want that movie to be so bleak and serious like BVS.
Like, it needs to be dark.
Yes, definitely. And I think it will be.
But it needs to have some humor to it as well. I
just hope that whoever is involved in helping bring that levity is talented.
Yeah, I hope it's not now just crappy jokes that they're like, we need some jokes, let's throw in some jokes. Look at us, we're bad guys doing bad things.
I find it really hard to imagine, though, that the report of that was essentially all of the jokes were in that trailer. The Joker doesn't do much, and you're telling me the Joker doesn't make any jokes?
Yeah.
Doesn't have any funny lines? Maybe.
I mean, it's possible.
We don't know, but interesting development. So, was there something else that you...
There was one other thing I'm surprised you didn't mention. April 26th is a date.
Oh, yeah.
Is a date people, I think, will want to know about and remember. April 26th is being dubbed Alien Day. Is this an anniversary? What's the 20th?
No, I don't think it is an anniversary. They just saw like how popular Back to the Future was last year.
So they're cashing in.
So Xenomorph.
So
put him here for the rest of
right on top of Gonzo.
Right, keep going.
So essentially, it's going to be the April 26th, LV-426, the planet that landed on an alien. they're going to release just the first one?
First and second.
Second in theaters that day. Now, is it
the
just
2 movies that are involved with LD 426?
Is it going to be like a extended run, or is it just going to be they're going to show screen? I don't know if they've said it.
Unclear. There's a ton of stuff that's coming out that day, I think.
And they're going to do a bunch of merch.
And merchandise.
Reebok's doing special shoes like Ripley's and Lance Hendrickson's.
Yep. Which look really cool. No information on price.
Nothing about price.
That. But to me, the most exciting bit of it is the potential of going to see those movies in cinema. I did see the director's cut of Alien when it came out maybe a decade ago, but I've never seen Aliens on the big screen. That would be really cool.
A few years ago, Enzian showed Alien for their midnight movies, and it's just like there's something special about seeing that on a big screen. And
yeah,
really getting into it.
It would be really cool to see those. So 4/26 is now Alien Day. I don't know why it took them so long to think of it.
Yeah, but I'm okay with it. I'm in.
Yeah, I love Alien. I love that franchise.
Yep.
I would love to see it truly come back, not Prometheus.
Well, Alien Covenant's not going to be Prometheus.
We'll probably get a teaser for that movie, but I don't even know if they started
imagine.
shooting, so it might just be like the title, which would be fine.
Yeah, something. Give us something.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm excited. That's the movie news.
Yeah.
No video game news. Don't worry about it. It wasn't there.
No,
it's going to be on the next one.
There'll be another video, same day, probably same time, going up at the same time most likely. For all video game stuff, you can catch it there. Until then, you can find both of us on Twitter. I'm on Twitter at Rich Belson.
I'm at Stonks.
The channel's on Twitter at OABeer_official, and you can email us at overbeerofficial@gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/overbeer. We're on Instagram now too.
Just keep going.
Jeez. We're on Instagram now as well, over_a_beer. We post a lot of previews, got some fun stuff going on. We have a movie nobody's watching Monday happening now.
Yep.
So every Monday we're going to post a movie that nobody in the world is watching at that time. So far we've done Clock Stoppers, we've done Nothing But Trouble.
Yep.
Starting Fridays, we're going to be doing Forgotten Movie Fridays, Forgotten Fridays. So kind of good movies that have kind of were forgotten, left by the wayside. And so you can check those out there. You're on YouTube as well, but we don't have a YouTube URL yet, so please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. But that's going to wrap things up for today, so until next time, drink up.